Holy shit, that smells so good.
Holy fuck.
It literally looks like a strawberry shortcake. Look at that.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very, very special review. I got my friend Sophie here. We're trying the brand new Rise Strawberry Shortcake Little Debbie collab. This was a long time coming. I really wanted to try this one. Honestly, as soon as they announced it, not like the Cosmic Brownie one. I didn't really care about that one in the end, even though I was really hyped about it. But you can go check out my last video about that one. But today, we got the Rise Strawberry Shortcake. But yeah, presentation-wise, I know it's really hard to tell, but it's pink, very pink, girl-like, but that's all right because it's Little Debbie. But yeah, it looks very delicious. My main fear is I'm going to either really like it or it's going to taste like my last isotope review. It's one of my very first videos. NutriBio, I believe, is what it was. A strawberry NutriBio, and I said it tasted like pink milk. I'm really hoping this one doesn't taste like that, but if it does, it'll be all right. I'm not sure about you. Have you had any crazy proteins or a big protein
Just
experiment?
recently, the veggie protein.
Yeah, I guess a vegan protein. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So as you guys know, I like to rate these based off macros, taste, and look. So obviously it looks very, very, very intriguing. It looks very good. Definitely wanting to mix this in different things like your oats. You can make it in your recipes, but we're just gonna raw dog it with water today. That's what we got here. So now getting into the macros, 130 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 3 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of protein. Not bad at all. My personal Rise favorite is the blueberry muffin, which is 140 calories. And I think it actually has less fat. I'm not 100% sure. But regardless, 25 grams of protein, 130 calories. Can't mess it up. 3 grams of carbs and 2.5 grams of fat. This one, as for regular proteins, definitely a little more on the fattier side. But again, it's protein, so it's not like 2.5 grams is going to hurt you. I mean, per serving.
What's the saturated fat? 1.5?
Yeah, 1.5.
Not bad.
Yeah. So it ain't really terrible. Again, when it comes to proteins, my personal recommendation is just one that isn't have a ton of sugar. And this one has 1 gram of total sugars. There is no added sugar in this one. And then I do think the blueberry has an added sugar. I'm not 100% sure. But this one has no added sugars, just 1 gram of total sugars and 1 gram of dietary fiber. So yeah, not too bad at all. Definitely on the lower end of calories. So if you are on the cut, definitely a recommendation. 130 ain't that bad per serving. But without further ado, let's get into the taste test.
That's one way to do it.
I'm gonna.
Holy shit, that smells so good. It literally looks like a strawberry shortcake. Look at that.
Holy fuck.
It's really hard to see because of
Yeah.
the sun and it's not focusing, but I mean, you'll see it once it's in the cup. Right. Without further ado, guys, Rise Strawberry Shortcake taste test. Let's go.
Cheers.
That's good.
That's so good. Oh my gosh.
Huge hint of strawberry. Not at all like pink milk. Because
Donut flavor.
yeah, because you're getting like that shortcake or like that cake pastry flavor
Exactly.
along with it. You get the strawberry right away, but then the more you obviously like let it get down and like in your mouth, you taste the shortcake, right? Would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, the shortcake part definitely comes after. Definitely is way different than the strawberry proteins I've had, and I've had a couple. I've just reviewed the last one again, which was the NutriBio. Tasted just like pure pink milk, so if you like pink milk, that's probably one, just straight strawberry. Strawberry shortcake though, Rise, they definitely did it different in a good way, in a better way. I think definitely makes them more unique than just all the other companies kind of just copying and pasting the same flavor, but maybe calling it different. And that being said, they're definitely getting up there on the scoreboard today, and I'm definitely wanting to go back in for more. And I would 1000% use this in a recipe. And I think I'm going to go out of 10, final review, I'm giving it a 9. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. The reason why I'm not giving it a 10 is because it really has to taste exactly like the picture. It's got to give me a sensation that is honestly unbelievable, and that's hard to do. And if it's 10 out of 10, it's going to be the most perfect protein in the world. And you definitely could get better macros, 2.5 grams of fat. Again, it's not a lot, but you can find cleaner proteins out there. So I'm not just basing it off of pure taste. It's extremely good. It's extremely good. Would 1000% use it in a recipe. Taste, amazing, exactly like you would expect to get like a protein strawberry shortcake. It's not just pure strawberry copy and paste. Rise definitely took their own spin on it, which is great. And the pastry after, it's exactly like you were to go in and eat a strawberry shortcake. So it's getting a 9 out of 10. That's the official review. What would you give the review?
So, I think about a 9.5 out of 10. Looks wise, I don't like things floating around in my food, but
Okay,
obviously,
fair.
that's not a huge deal. There's just little strawberries at the bottom.
Yeah.
If we talk about our macros, it's 1.5 grams of saturated fat. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
That's a little high, especially for saturated fat. Not all fat is bad, but I tend to avoid saturated fat.
And that's where most of the fat is coming from. So.
Yeah, exactly. Taste, honestly a 10. Someone that's been on a cut since April, just having like that sweet pastry taste is so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you are on a cut or you're on a clean bulk, like, it really is good flavor if you're trying to eat healthy. So
yeah, I would definitely use this in a cut or a bulk, especially in a cut, because whatever you want to mix it in, I went in raw, and that was crazy because usually when I mix proteins with water, it's either it's a big hit or miss because it's with water. If I'm using milk or almond milk, it's even still with almond milk, it's still adding up on the calories. So, if you're on the cut and you would want something sort of pastry-like, definitely use it in your recipe. Put it in your oats. It would be amazing with your oats, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Your yogurt, it would probably be pretty good too. Or just a baking recipe, it'd be pretty good as well. I'm 1000% going to use this in a baking recipe. Definitely not returning this one for sure. But yeah, official review based on macros, and again, price $44 like most Rise proteins. Doesn't get better than that. And taste 9 out of 10 for sure. Strawberry shortcake and blueberry muffin are my top 2 Rise that I would recommend. I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but they would be my 2 for Rise recommendations if you want to support Rise, if you want to try Rise, if you want to stay dedicated to a brand. Definitely those 2. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Last review, definitely a different one, but I love Rise. I wouldn't say I'm loyal to them, but I've definitely had my fair share of Rise proteins. They love to come out with proteins, supplements out the wazoo. So definitely going to stick to a lot of Rise videos, but I'm going to try to taste test a lot more proteins that are maybe on the pricier side, that are maybe on underground side, underrated proteins. And this was the first video I've ever done with a friend. So
thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. You want to plug anything?
All right. My training Instagram is Training with Sophie Jean. I'm a personal trainer in Chandler, Arizona, Phoenix area. So if you're from there, come check me out.
Yep, and I will put her handles on the screen and in the description below. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.